Red, and then a white stripe that runs down half the jersey before it turns into a orange stripe that runs down the rest of the jersey down to the blue pants. No nameplates on the back for the Mavericks. It'll be Tamisha Lampkin taking the opening tip for North Texas. As we are just about ready to get underway, the opening tip is up. It is won by Maddie Townley, and we are officially underway here from the Super Pit on this Saturday afternoon. Welcome to the unofficial start of Thanksgiving week as the Mean Green have the ball to get going. It's Ali Gomez with it. She'll work from the near wing, now trying to drive inside. Kicks this one out to Quincy Noble, who's operating now from the elbow. Goes point to Maddie Townley, who walks it now down towards the paint. Townley looking around, finds Tamisha Lampkin. Lampkin driving inside, had it poked free. Shot clock down to 5. Lampkin shot up, no good, and Katie Farrell comes away with the rebound.
Good interior defense by Farrell. As you mentioned, she's very good on the defensive side of things.
They'll throw this one down low. Here's a shot put up and lands that time for Star Jacobs, the Duncanville, Texas native. And it's a 2-0 lead here for for UT Arlington early. Kazion Jackson now operating with it. She'll get it to Townley at the point. They work it to Gomez around to Noble, who puts up the three-pointer. Shot is good. Nothing but net for Quincy Noble. And the Mean Green take the lead 3-2.
It's a good sign right there. Just shooting over 44% on the year, Quincy Noble.
Back the other way comes UT Arlington with it. Here's a bounce pass over to Benjamin. Benjamin with it on the wing. Gets this one to Farrell, who now dribbles with her right hand, points out directions with her left. High pass into the corner here now. Here's a three-pointer put up that's well off the mark that time from Claire Chastain. And Ali Gomez gets the rebound, who in turn finds Jazion Jackson. Jackson just going to attack the glass and lays it up and in left-handed. And it's a 5-2 Mean Green advantage. Mavericks back with it up the floor. It is Benjamin on the wing. She'll settle this one into Jacobs. Jacobs puts up a tough shot that's no good. Fell over taking the shot. Rebound was grabbed by Lampkin, and then a foul called on UT Arlington. This is going to be on Farrell, her first. That'll give the ball to the Mean Green here. A 5-2 lead with 8:15 to play here in this opening frame. It is Jackson with it. She'll find Noble. Sends it to Townley at the point. Gomez on the wing. Down low to Lampkin, who's turning on Farrell. Lampkin trying to get some space. Turns, shot off the mark, no good. Farrell had the rebound for a second, but it's Noble who comes away with it. Gets it to Gomez, who hits it from downtown.
Good offensive rebound there by Noble off of the tough shot down low. And good shot there by Gomez. She's been hitting them all morning long from practice.
8-2 is the advantage. Here's a three from Benjamin back the other way. That one no good, poked away by Farrell, and then it goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Mean Green, who have found their edge here early, shooting 60% from the floor compared to just 25% for UTA. It is Jackson across the timeline with it, operates from the wing, now goes to the top of the key, pivoting around, finds an open Maddie Townley. Townley with it, driving inside, spinning, kicks this one back up top to Jackson, who looked like she was going to put up a three, didn't, instead drove and draws a foul, and this one's going to be on Katie Farrell.
That's her second.
That's big. 2 fouls on her, and she's already going to have to be pulled out of this game. Just checking in is Emma Halverson. Halverson and Farrell were both teammates at Plano High School, recruited out of the same class. Been on this UTA team, effectively playing for 8 years together. Now here's a whistle and a foul call offensively on the Mean Green. This one's going to be on Jazion Jackson, her first.
Yeah, Claire Chastain just causing the ruckus there. Chastain actually only appeared in 3 games last season before opting out due to COVID concerns. And she's coming out. She already has a shot put up, missed the 3, but right now good on the defensive side of things down low.
7:14 to play here in this opening quarter. Here come the UTA Mavs back the other way. It's Taryn Milton with it. Milton down low now to Halverson, puts up a difficult shot around Tamisha Lampkin and gets it to go. 8-4 is your score.
Good shot right off the bench.
Gomez to Townley. Townley pivoting, looking, finds an open Noble. Noble puts up the three-point ball, in and out, no good, and the rebound taken by Halverson for UTA. And she'll get it to Milton, who brings this one up the court. Milton with it, just driving right to the glass, lays it up, sat on the rim, no good, and getting the rebound defensively is Maddie Townley. She'll find Gomez, who takes it across the timeline. Ali Gomez driving inside, difficult shot, throws it up, that one no good, and the rebound is claimed by Chastain of UTA. They get it to Milton, and she'll bring it up the floor.
Both sides getting good looks down low, just unable to finish.
Benjamin to Milton. Milton with it. Rotating over, kicks this one outside to Chastain from 3. That one had too much on it, and the rebound is taken by Gomez, who will trot it up the floor. Ali Gomez, the Fresno State transfer, started all 4 years there, gets it outside to Noble, puts up the 3. That one's off the mark. Quincy Noble trying to find that three-point shot early. And a home run pass to Benjamin, trying to get around Gomez. Her shot up, no good. Rebound taken by Maddie Townley. Townley to Gomez. Gomez just going to put up the 3 ball, nails it again. Ali Gomez, her second three-pointer of the first quarter, and it's 11-4 Mean Green with 5:39 to play here in the first.
Shooters shoot. When you're shooting 33% from the arc, now you're shooting 100% just this game. Confidence rising.
Milton with it here for UTA, gets it to Jacobs, goes into the corner for Benjamin from downtown, and she nails it. Daisha Benjamin, the Alabama transfer, knocks down the three-pointer, makes it 11-7. That's the first 3 of the game here for UTA. Now it's Townley with it, stops, sings it all the way across to Gomez, who's just going to put up another 3. That one just off the mark, hits the front of the rim, and coming away with the rebound is Jacobs. UTA back the other way with it. Benjamin putting up a long 2 and knocks it down. 2 consecutive good shots there for Daisha Benjamin.
Yeah, just coming off of hitting our first 3 on the season, and right now a quick 5 points.
11-9 now is your score. Quincy Noble with it. Mean Green in front. Noble driving, attacking the glass. Noble, difficult shot, may have been partially blocked, no good. But Tamisha Lampkin gets the rebound. Lampkin puts up the long 2. That one no good, and the rebound slides easily into the hands of Taryn Milton. Milton right up the middle with it, trying to get around Townley. Throws on the brakes, puts up a shot, and knocks it down. 3 consecutive shots for UTA has tied this ball game up at 11 apiece as we roll under 4.5 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, she pulled up right from the free throw line. Easy jumper right over the UNT defense.
Ali Gomez now with it, directing traffic with her left hand, dribbling with her right. Now alternates dribbling hands and switches over to her left. Gomez, Noble for 3. That one rolls across the front of the iron, no good. And the rebound taken here by Milton. She'll bring it right up the floor. Taryn Milton with it, trying to get it around. Noble couldn't get it to go, and the rebound is taken by Ali Gomez. Gomez with it, goes outside to Jazzion Jackson, puts up a 3 ball. That one's off the mark, no good, but an offensive rebound from Townley, who's then fouled.
Townley, not only that rebound there, but the previous play when Gomez went for that 3 and missed off the back iron. Gomez with a phenomenal screen to be able to have Gomez to hit that wide open jumper.
Foul is called on Emma Halverson. That's her first personal. 13 foul on the Mavericks. We will take a timeout. 11-11 is your score with 3:52 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Mean Green Basketball from Learfield. First quarter, Quincy Noble right now with 3 points. Jazzion Jackson has 2. Ali Gomez with 6 on a pair of three-pointers. You can tell Noble already trying to kind of find her stroke again for the three-point ball. She's already put up 4 of them, but just 1 of 5 overall from the floor, 1 of 4 from downtown.
Yeah, but I like the confidence. I mean, we know that these shooters can hit them, and with Noble hitting that first one, Gomez with her first 2, you're hitting a little bit of a slow spot right now. I think it was a good timeout by Jaylee Mitchell, and looks to stop the bleeding here with this 7-0 run.
It'll be Mean Green ball here out of this timeout. Noble off the baseline inbound. Gets it over to Ali Gomez. And Gomez will start up the offense here. Gomez kicks this one to Jackson. Mean Green 0 of their last 5 shooting. Jackson driving inside, lost control of it, but they say it hit Halverson on the way out.
As mentioned before, we knew that both teams were going to try and attack the paint. And right now, both teams are getting real good looks inside. Just a matter of finishing.
Another baseline inbound from Noble with 11 seconds on the shot clock still. Here comes Jackson with it out of the corner. Gets over to the wing, swings it to Noble. 6 seconds to shoot. Noble driving inside. Difficult shot up, no good, but Quincy Noble draws the foul.
Noble heading to the stripe, an area where she's shooting 100% from the line this season. Looks to continue that total now.
Jordan Turner, the guilty party on the foul. Her first personal, 4th team foul. And now Quincy Noble, like Zach said, 7 of 7 from the free throw line this season, and that makes her 8 of 8 as she makes the first. Gives the Mean Green the lead back at 12-11. Second attempt is good, and Quincy Noble still a perfect 100% from the line. 13-11, Mean Green in front. Is now bringing it up is Jones. She'll get this one to Turner. In turn finds Chastain. Chastain, awkward shot that wouldn't go. It goes right into Halverson's breadbasket, though, and she'll send it back up top, and the offense can reset here. Chastain all the way across, jumped that time by Ali Gomez, who got a left hand on it and deflected it out of bounds. It'll stay with UTA with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, UNT had every bit of that sniffed out from all the passes and having to get over some outstretched arms, and did just that with Gomez hitting it out of bounds.
Chastain with the inbound here to Jones. 8 seconds to shoot. Jones dribbling between her legs outside to Halverson. Halverson all the way across, and it's stolen away by Ali Gomez as she jumped it. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson one-on-one. Jackson layup up and good for Jazzion Jackson.
Gomez once again undercutting a pass, and this time it pays off.
Jones bringing it up the floor now here for UTA. She'll sling it to Chastain. To Halverson at the top of the key. Over to Jones. They go into the corner here now for Hawkins, who's checked into the game. Jones up top again, trying to drive inside. Had it poked free, but coming away with it is Chastain. 8 seconds to shoot. Chastain, jumper from the free throw line, off the mark, no good. And Jackson comes down with the rebound and then falls, but kept dribbling it to avoid a travel call. Gets it to Gomez, who takes it up the floor to Jackson. Jackson with the wide open 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound Noble, too much on the shot. Another offensive rebound though for Jackson. They go back up top to Gomez. In the corner now for Maddie Townley. Gomez from the point again. Hands this one off to Jackson. Jackson rotating over. 8 to shoot. Jazzion directing traffic. Bounces it down low to Jalen Mallard. 4 to shoot. Mallard trying to create some space. Mallard, difficult shot, no good. And the rebound taken by Halverson.
Good defense down low by Emma Halverson, but good job by Mallard even getting that shot with the post up down low.
Jones comes up the floor with it. Fakes right, goes left, kicks this one to Chastain, who in turn goes up top now to Benjamin, down to Chastain. Chastain shot no good, but draws a foul.
Chastain, the shooting woes continue, but chance to at least get on the board here with 2 free throws.
Jalen Mallard gets called for the foul, her first personal, team's second. That'll put Claire Chastain on to the free throw line. The Oklahoma native went to Dale High School. And she makes the first free throw.
Emma Halverson checked out for the Mavericks. Cameron Hawkins just checked in from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Second attempt for Chastain. That one well short, and Mallard comes away with the rebound. She'll get it to Jackson, who takes it across the midcourt line. Now Jazzion Jackson will start the offensive attack here for the Mean Green. Jackson, a lot of maneuvering, gets it to Ali Gomez. Gomez, a free jumper, knocks it down, and Ali Gomez has 8 points here in the first quarter, still with 90 seconds to play.
Nice little teardrop floater on the right side.
Chastain attacks the glass. Hard shot off the backboard, but he gets it to land anyway at 17-14.
Gets her first bucket. That was just under 3 minutes without a field goal for the Mavericks.
Noble with it back the other way. Quincy Noble pivoting, driving inside, puts up a floater, and it lands for Quincy Noble, who's now got 7 in this quarter as we approach a minute to go here in the first frame. Nia Jones. This one over to a jumper, long one, hits the iron twice, but would not land on the shot from Hawkins. Gomez comes up the floor with it for the Mean Green. 19-14 is North Texas's advantage. Noble just going to jack up an awkward 3. That one had way too much on it and just goes out of bounds.
Yeah, she had a screen set up there by Mallard to go to her left. And Noble, although you like to see the confidence, I don't think that was the shot everyone was looking for. She's going to get a quick talk from Jaylee Mitchell.
Final 34 seconds here of this first quarter, 19-14, Mean Green in front. Renaya Jones with it for UTA, slings this one over to Milton. Rather, this is Benjamin. She'll go back across now to Turner. Turner deflected that time by Mallard, but it goes to nobody in particular until finally coming up with it is Benjamin. Puts up a jumper. That one's no good. And a rebound taken by Mallard. She's caught in the crosshairs. And a foul is going to be called here.
Against Taryn Milton.
It is indeed on Milton. Her first personal. That's the 5th team foul against UTA. Sharika Wright not too happy with the call, but that will put Mallard onto the free throw line here with 9 seconds to play in the quarter.
Mallard looking to get on the board and stretch this UNT lead. Currently sits at 5.
A 54% free throw shooter is Mallard, and her first attempt is short. Hits the front of the rim and pops back right at her. Mean Green as a team only shooting down around 63% from the free throw line. And the second one is good. 20-14, final 10 seconds is coming up the floor with it is UTA. It's Jones getting this one to Milton. Milton driving inside. Milton gets the shot off, but an offensive foul called on UTA as who else but Maddie Townley takes the charge with 0.4 of a second to play in the quarter. What a defensive play there by Maddie Townley.
Putting her body on the line in the last second because it was a wide open lay-in though for Milton as the time will expire. Good play at the end of the quarter for UNT.
20-14 is your score. North Texas in front of UTA. Second quarter action coming up. This is Mean Green basketball from Learfield.
We head to the second frame, but you got to keep that mentality moving forward.
Again, 20-14 is the score.
But a great start, though, by Ali Gomez, coming right out. And, I mean, you had 6 points in the last game. You already have 8 now, just heading into the second quarter alone.
And that Fresno State transfer, a big part of the Mean Green offense this year. Amber Dixon is out there. Here's a three-pointer put up by UTA that's off the mark. That was from Daisha Benjamin. Dixon gets the rebound, but then has it stolen away by Jacobs. And Jacobs going to try and attack the glass. Spins around. Ball deflects like a pinball. Dixon comes away with it. She'll get it to Jackson. And then Jackson finally brings it up the floor for the Mean Green. Jackson driving inside. Nice attacking of the glass there from Jazzion Jackson. Lays it up and in.
Transition defense for the Mavericks. Their back was turned. Jazzion Jackson took advantage.
Jones with it to Cheney. He gets this one to Benjamin. Goes outside for three here. That one too much on it, that time from Cameron Hawkins, and Jackson gets the board. Jazzy on now with it, up the floor. Sends it off to Gomez, who takes her spot at the point. Gets it outside to Noble, who faked a three, then goes baseline, puts up a floater and knocks it down for Quincy Noble. And then a timeout will be taken by UT Arlington by Sharika Wright, who wants to talk things over here.
Because of the early shooting by Noble, and despite you may not be hitting all of them, but the fact that you're putting up those consistent jumpers, that allows for the pump fake, which the defense jumped for there, and Noble took advantage with a nice baseline J. Noble now sits with 9 points in the game. Averages just under 15 itself.
24-14 is the score. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. This is Mean Green basketball from Learfield. Range has 9 points thanks to 3 of 9 shooting and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, kind of the stat to circle for UTA, they're at just 16% from downtown. North Texas, really defense has kind of been a staple of them in these opening games, which is something the past couple years has not been. But it has been so far through these first 3 and into the 4th game of the season. They're allowing opponents to just shoot 31% against them right now. Is Jacobs with it, goes across now to Benjamin. Benjamin trying to drive inside, puts up a shot that may have been partially blocked by Noble, but Halverson gets the rebound and is able to lay it up and in. 24-16 now as Jackson brings it up the floor. Goes to Gomez on the wing. She'll now rotate over towards the point, slings a pass to Jackson, who goes to Noble, bounces this one down low to Emma Villas, who's checked into her first action of the season. Missed the first 3 games due to injury. Outside Amber Dixon from 3-point range. That one well short. Villas fighting for the rebound, got the rebound, and then traveled.
Villas making her appearance known, though. I mean, you had the last transition bucket by Emma Halverson, but that was Emma down low. So Emma on Emma down low for UNT, and it's good to see her back and fighting for that rebound, but just called for the travel there.
Emma Villas had probably the hottest end to a season you will ever see as this one's stolen away. Jackson with it on the fast break, lays this one up and lays it up and in.
That was a great job by Jackson, poking it from behind on Farrell. Went to Dixon momentarily, back up to Jackson for the transition lay.
Farrell back in as she had to exit early with 2 fouls in the first 90 seconds of this game. 26-16 is the score. Halverson sends it down low to Jacobs, dribbles it once, hits the underside of the backboard, but then a foul called on the Mean Green.
It's going to go against Noble.
That's her first personal. First team foul of the second quarter.
Star Jacobs, she knows how to get to the line. She has 18 on the year. 44% shooting from the charity stripe.
She'll attempt her first free throw here. Good. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Mean Green Sports Network. Second free throw attempt is off the mark, no good, and Jackson comes away with the rebound for the Mean Green. Jazzion Jackson with it, slings it, no, faked it to Villas, gets it instead over to Dixon, who drives inside. Amber Dixon right to the cup and lays it up with the left hand.
Dixon just going right past Emma Halverson on the left block, too easy.
Farrell now with it back the other way here for UTA. She'll wait with it for a second, now gets it off to Jacobs. Jacobs turning, almost lost it. Farrell from the point now from three-point range. A little too much on it there. Dixon comes away with the rebound. There's a fight for it and a jump ball call. Possession arrow is with the Mean Green.
Yeah, Farrell, she doesn't shoot as much as and certainly not as well as she plays defense or getting rebounds. She averages 7 rebounds and 7 assists a game to only 2 points. So definitely her presence is felt other than the ball going into the net.
Jackson in trouble, has to throw up a rainbow pass to Noble, who comes down with it. Now Quincy Noble, little floater again. That one in and out, no good. Farrell with the rebound defensively for UTA. Home run pass to Jacobs, who comes down with it. Now being double guarded here by Dixon and Noble. Villas joins in, gets free, shot up, got it, and the foul.
That's just a great job, just great athleticism there by Jacobs down low. Literally almost triple teamed at a point before finally going up underneath with the right hand, scoop layup, and the foul.
It's on Amber Dixon, the foul is. That's her first, second team foul against the Mean Green. And the three-point play will not be completed as the free throw missed that time from Jacobs, and the rebound taken by Lampkin, who's checked back into the game. She'll get it to Jackson, who brings it across the timeline. Jazzion Jackson outside to Amber Dixon, and Dixon stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And it'll go back to UTA here, 28-19. Mean Green still in front with 6:26 to play here in the first half. It is Farrell with it as she'll dribble this one across the midcourt marker. Farrell. High pass down low to Halverson. Halverson all the way across to an open Benjamin, who puts up the three-pointer and knocks it down.
It's her second three of the afternoon so far.
28-22 is the score. 6:06 and counting here to play in this first quarter. Dixon with it. Back over to Jackson. To Dixon again. Dixon now drives inside. Double team. Still got the shot up. A little too much on it, though. Couldn't get it to land. Getting the rebound is Lampkin, who's immediately triple teamed. Lampkin gets it to Townley. Kicks it across all the way around to Noble, who wasn't ready for the pass. She'll go back up top to Jackson, who goes to Townley again. And then we get whistles and... not sure what's going on.
I know the UT Arlington bench was wanting a travel earlier on Noble. We're still awaiting as to what the call was for the stoppage of play.
Looks like they're going to go to the replay room to check out whatever's going on here.
Good ball movement, though, by the Mean Green, circling when things didn't go right. I mean, down low, nearly stripping the ball away. Noble wasn't ready for the pass and still able to rotate all around the perimeter.
Again, we didn't get any word on what exactly they're reviewing here. Like Zach said, UTA wanted a travel, but you can't review travel calls, so not exactly sure what the holdup is. 28-22 is your score. Again, coming up on the First State Bank halftime show, we'll break down the Jameswood Auto Park stats from this half, and of course, look around the country, brought to you by Rainy King Insurance.
So essentially, this is acting as another timeout for every squad. Mean Green with 4, the Mavericks with 3 to go, as it looks like we're finally going to get our first call.
Still no word on what the call is. Maybe it was something with the clock. Again, we're just speculating here. We haven't been told what is going on.
Shot clock stands at 10 at the moment, 5:35 to play, and they're just going to take it from underneath UT Arlington basket.
So it looks like it'll still be Mean Green ball here after all that. With 10 on the shot clock and 5:35 on the game clock. And this will be an inbound from near the scorer's table for Quincy Noble. Gets it into Jazzion Jackson. Just 10 seconds to operate here. They got to move it quickly. Jackson to Noble. Noble looking 4 seconds into Dixon. Across to Jackson. Jackson shot up right as the horn went off. No good. And the rebound is taken by Benjamin. North Texas has not scored in more than 2 minutes of play here. Benjamin with it, driving inside, shot up, got it to land, and makes it a 28-24 game.
Benjamin now at 10 in the game.
Jackson with it. Over to Dixon. Goes back to Jackson, and it's jumped that time by Jacobs, and here comes Jacobs. 3-on-1 for UTA. Jacobs puts up the shot and does not go, and goes out of bounds. And goes back to the mean green. Somehow Jacobs could not knock it down from point-blank range.
And we've seen that from both sides. Getting inside, despite it being a tough shot, putting up a great look, and just in and out and not getting the benefit of the rim.
There's the inbound from Townley to Jackson. It's to Gomez. To Jackson, works it around to Noble, who puts up a rainbow three and airballed it. Just the three is not working today for Quincy Noble. 1 of 6 from downtown. 7-0 run over the last 100 seconds for UTA, and they've made their last 3 of 4.
Yeah, Noble leading the charge usually in games when it comes to points. Hit your first 3, you admire the confidence, but right now, an 0 for 6 streak since then.
Benjamin over to Jacobs. Jacobs faking inside, puts up a jumper, gets it to land. 9-0 run now for UTA as they've closed it from an 11-point difference down to a 2-point difference. 28-26. Mean Green have not scored in 3.5 minutes. Back to Jackson. Around to Gomez. Goes outside to Noble. Noble looking. Noble slings it all the way across to Jackson, who comes down with it. Fakes left. Drives right baseline. Bounces it behind her back to Maddie Townley. Townley jumper. No good. But Jalen Mallard comes away with the rebound and had to barely save it from going out of bounds. Instead, it's Townley who saves it somehow. Now Townley goes back across to Noble. Noble trying to drive inside. Lost control of it, and this one's going to go out of bounds as Noble collided down low with a UTA player. And it'll go back to the Mavericks.
A good, calm, collective defense by the Mavericks down low as UNT was trying to find any sort of loophole down low and just was not happening.
Mean Green shooting 35.5% from the floor right now, 23% from downtown. There's a bounce pass over to Jacobs. Jacobs with it, looking, trying to get players to move where she wants. Couldn't. Instead gets it to Benjamin, who puts up a long 2. That one's no good. Nice job boxing out there by Noble, who comes away with the rebound. Quincy Noble now with it as we approach 3 minutes to play here before halftime. Jazzion Jackson back over to Noble. Across to Townley. Townley hands it back off to Noble again at the point. Noble trying to drive down low, kicks this one outside to Gomez, who drives inside, outside to Townley now at the point. Townley driving through traffic. Townley shot up, no good. Rebound taken now by Chastain. Here comes UTA up the floor with it. Chastain just going to drive inside. Chastain shot blocked that time by Noble, and it goes out of bounds.
And right now, the defense for Noble is definitely outshining her offensive woes, but it's good to see her have the confidence to come back down the floor and play solid defense, especially down low with another block.
Jacobs with it off the inbound. They work it around now to Chastain at the point. Chastain trying to get behind Noble, kicks it outside to Halverson from 3-point range. That one in and out, no good. Gomez comes away with the rebound and goes flying up the middle of the floor. Now slows it down. Gomez to Noble. Hands this one off to Townley, who gets it to Gomez, who takes her place. Now goes back to Townley. Townley trying to drive inside all the way across to Jackson, who gets it to Noble. Now Noble driving inside, slings it outside to Jackson. 9 to shoot. Jackson lost it for a second, rolls on the floor, goes out of bounds, but they say it hit Chastain last, so it'll stay with the Mean Green with just 5 on the shot clock as the scoring drought now at 5+ minutes for the Mean Green, and they're going to take a timeout here to try and draw up a play. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here.
Yeah, Claire Chastain ended up full face on the floor, all the way spread out going after that basketball, tipping it out of bounds as 5 seconds now remain on the shot clock.
I say 5.5-minute scoring drought for North Texas. UTA working on a 2-minute, 6-second scoring drought of their own, so it's suddenly become a defensive ball game here. maybe combination of defense and just some poor offense as well.
It was, yeah, definitely the poor offense is hitting there. Like I said, you're getting some good shots down low. Both sides are just not getting the benefit of the doubt when it comes to making it off of the glass. But for UNT moving forward, especially here into the second half, UT Arlington is getting a lot of great looks from the three-point line. They're not hitting at the moment, but I feel like if UT Arlington can get hot from the three-point line because of the abundance of open looks they're getting, this could very well be a UNT huge deficit at the moment, so they're lucky to be with a 2-point edge at the moment.
There's the quick inbound, just 5 to shoot. Gama is going to jack up a 3. That one's no good, but Townley gets the rebound. Coming back with it. Now the offense can reset here for the Mean Green. They hand it back off to Jackson again. Jackson stolen away that time by Jacobs, who has it on the fast break. Jacobs with it, whistles, and got called there on a double dribble call.
Yes.
So it'll go back to the Mean Green.
Star Jacobs, she was 11th in the nation last year with 69 steals in all, and she just on display once again on that last possession.
Gomez with the inbound. Minute 50 to play here before halftime. Still a 28-26 Mean Green lead. Gomez to Noble into the corner for Jackson. Fake to 3, goes back to Noble, who goes back to Gomez. Now over to Mallard. Back to Gomez at the point. Gets it to Jackson in the corner for Noble. Noble puts up the 3 ball. That one's no good, but a rebound taken by Townley. And the offense can set up again here for the Mean Green with 90 seconds to play before the half. Jackson, Noble with it, driving inside. Noble had it poked free, but Townley comes away with it, and the Mean Green keep possession. 10 seconds to shoot, though. Noble from outside again. That one's short. Townley with the rebound, gets it on the putback, and then finally breaks his 6-minute, 12-second scoring drought for the Mean Green, who are now just one of their last 10 shooting. 30-26 is the advantage.
Townley just the Johnny on the spot there after the Noble miss.
Here comes a three-pointer back the other way. That one had too much on it that time from Chastain, and Gomez gets the rebound. She'll work it right up the middle of the floor. Gomez driving inside, shot up, hits the side of the rim, no good. Benjamin with the rebound, trying to get loose, and finds an open Chastain, who will now slow things down a bit.
Under a minute to play, I'd expect for both these teams to really calm the pacing down in this game and really kind of wind this clock.
Chastain with it, kicks it outside to Benjamin on the wing, and now Benjamin being double teamed has to find an open Chastain, who puts up a 3 ball and knocks it down. 30-29 is the score. 30 seconds left to play. Shot clock is off. It is Jackson with it, slowing things down. Mean Green are going to try for the last shot here.
No fouls this quarter for Arlington.
Amazing stat there. Final 10 seconds as now Jackson goes inside with it. Jackson swatted away that time, but an offensive foul called on Jackson.
Jordan Turner putting the body on the line. And will give UT Arlington the chance to take the lead. 7 seconds to play.
12-2 run over the last 6 minutes and 30 seconds for UT Arlington. They'll roll this ball up to preserve time. 6 seconds, down to 5. Down to 4, down to 3, driving inside, kicks it outside, puts up the 3 ball at the buzzer, airballed it, and that is how the half will end. So the Mean Green will take a lead into the locker room, 30-29, but it was up by as much as 11. UTA successfully trimming it down with a 12-2 run over the final 6.5 minutes of the quarter. First State Bank halftime show is coming up, 30-29, Mean Green in front. You're listening to Mean Green basketball from Learfield. was a 12-2 run that UTA ended the first half on to trim an 11-point deficit down to just 1. It'll be UTA ball here to start off this second quarter. It's second half rather. It's Katie Farrell with it. She'll get this one to Jones, who in turn finds Milton. Milton with it, being double teamed, bounces this one over to Chastain, goes across to Farrell. Farrell driving inside, pivoting, spinning, shot up off the glass and in, and UTA has their first lead of the game since the opening bucket of this contest.
There's also Katie Farrell's first bucket as pump fake goes into the right side, hits in the backboard and through.
Jackson over to Maddie Townley, gets this one to Allie Gomez, finds Quincy Noble. All from the wing here. Now Noble driving inside, left side of the paint, spinning, shot up, sat on the back end of the rim, but fell through. And Quincy Noble now has got 11 points in this game. It's 32-31. Mean Green in front. Pass over to Jacobs. Jacobs dribbling with it, sends it up top now to Milton. Milton finds Farrell on the wing. Now Farrell driving baseline. Slides through and gets a foul drawn on her. It's going to be on Maddie Townley, her first personal.
Mavericks using Farrell a little more with the size advantage, getting down low.
Inbound here to Benjamin, who goes to Farrell at the point. Finds an open Jacobs, who kicks it outside. Here's a three-pointer put up. Knocks it down that time from Taryn Milton. 34-32, Mavericks back in front here with 8:37 to play in the third quarter. Gomez to Jackson, finds Lampkin. Lampkin just going to go right up the middle. Lampkin shot up, got it, and the foul for Tamisha Lampkin. Her first points of the game. Count the basket. The foul is on Chastain, her first personal. First foul that UTA has taken since the first quarter. They didn't take any in that second frame, and it's a 34-34 ball game, a chance at a three-point play.
Some new faces are finally getting on the board. We have Farrell in the beginning for UT Arlington, Tamisha Lampkin getting on the board. So it's nice to see maybe who else can get their hands in the pie, and so far a little more offense than what we saw in the whole first half.
There's the three-point attempt, and it's good. (35-34) is the score. North Texas in front. Lampkin on the board, averages nearly 11 points per game, but was held scoreless in that first half. It's now Milton with it, bounces this one to Farrell. Farrell across to Benjamin, who puts up the three-pointer. That one's off the mark, no good, and Noble comes away with the rebound defensively for the Mean Green. Noble, home run pass to Lampkin, who wasn't ready for it, and it goes out of bounds.
UNT in just the first half alone nearly double-dipped when it comes to rebounding the basketball. Exactly what Jaylee Mitchell wanted to see out of her group today, as Noble was able to grab that rebound just now.
Under 8 minutes to play here in this quarter as it's UTA back with it. Farrell hands this one off to Benjamin. Goes to Jacobs. Gets it to Chastain and turned to Farrell at the point. Farrell triple teamed, looking for somebody to get it to. Finds an open shot, and that one's up and good from Taryn Milton, who's got 2 3-pointers in this second half, and the Mavericks back in front by 2, 37-35, excuse me.
Chastain with a phenomenal screen to set up that corner three.
It is Lampkin with it at the point. Lampkin to Jackson. Jackson trying to find some space down low, can't. Instead gets it to Townley, who dribbles baseline. Townley, nice little turnaround layup. And Maddie Townley with 4 points now in this contest, ties it up at 37. Farrell with it, little spin move, gets it up top to Benjamin, who finds Farrell again. Farrell now slowing things down here, 37-37 with 6:50 to play. Here's a high pass to Jacobs, and trading paint are Noble and Jacobs, and Quincy Noble is going to pick up the foul here.
And from what we've seen from UT Arlington, as I predicted, you can't allow this three-point barrage to start, as UT Arlington had 3 just in the first half alone already, with 2 to start the third quarter.
Both have come off the hand of Taryn Milton. And now it's Katie Farrell with it here. directing traffic, driving inside on Noble, kicks it out to Chastain, who bounces it down low again to Farrell, who turns, gets a pass to Jacobs, who wasn't ready for it, but recovers. And with 2 seconds left, a travel called on Farrell. Goes back to the mean green here, 37 all. 6:28 to play in the third quarter. Townley to Gomez, back to Townley again, into the corner for Jackson. Jackson to an open Lampkin, lays it up, went from rim to rim and out, and no good, and Katie Farrell gets the rebound. Farrell with it, just gonna try and drive inside again on Townley, kicks this one up top now to Chastain, and Chastain travels.
Back-to-back turnovers for the for the Mavericks, rather. After that hot start, those turnovers will start to eat you up.
Gomez to Jackson, who gets it across the timeline. And over to Townley. Back to Gomez again, slings it down low to Townley.
Good passing so far by the mean green.
Jackson up top. Over to Noble. On the wing, Quincy Noble. Bounce pass over to Jackson, who goes baseline, gets the pass off to Gomez, and Gomez, I think, thought it deflected off a UTA player, but it didn't, and instead it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, she was looking for contact and kind of threw the ball up expecting a foul call. None was given.
37-37 still here at the Super Pit on this Saturday afternoon. Katie Farrell with it. Farrell bounces this one to Milton. Milton with it, trying to get around Jackson. She's double teamed outside to Farrell. Farrell driving inside with 6 to shoot. Benjamin from the wing for 3 and knocks it down. Third three-pointer of the quarter here for UTA, matching their entire first half total. And it's 40-37. Gomez trying to respond with a 3 of her own, knocks it down. 40-40.
That's her first three-point made since her first 2 shots of the game itself. It's good to see.
Milton again outside now to Farrell, puts it up from 3, and she knocks it down. 3 straight three-pointers, back and forth. 2 from UTA, and 1 for the mean green. It's back to a 43-40 advantage here for the Mavericks. Noble, she's gonna put up a 3, knocks it down. How about 4?
If you're just now tuning in, this did not happen in the first half. 0 offense whatsoever, and you gotta love it right now, completely turning on the switch for both sides.
4 straight three-pointers, 2 aside. It is now Milton with it. Driving down low, Milton in trouble, has to sling it outside to Chastain. Chastain, jumper from the free throw line, knocks it down. 5 straight shots have been made here by both teams. UTA 4 of their last 4. Jackson with it, trying to drive inside, finds Townley. Townley from the elbow, knocks it down. Make it 6 straight shots for both offenses. We went from a very defensive-laden first half to now everyone's on fire here in the second. And we are still tied, 45-45, 3:30 to play here in the third quarter. Chastain to Benjamin. 8 to shoot, 7 to shoot. Benjamin driving inside. Benjamin shot up off the high glass, no good. Offensive foul, charge taken by Maddie Townley. Fouls called on Daisha Benjamin, her second team foul on UTA, and we'll take a timeout. 45-45 with 3:17 to play here in the third quarter. You're listening to Mean Green Basketball from Learfield.
now hitting on all cylinders, especially from beyond the arc as we saw for that quick spurt. But now are you still preaching defense, or are you saying, hey, all offensive driven here, draw up some good offensive game plans in these schemes for screens and whatnot, or are you really trying to go back to a defensive game? Personally, I like to see who can shoot out each other. Right now, UT Arlington with 7 3-pointers to the Mean Greens 5, and to be honest, the way this second half has gone, we may see double that by the time we finish this affair.
North Texas shooting now up to 41%. UTA now sitting at 46%, excuse me. It's Mean Green ball here. Again, last 7 shots in a row have been made by both teams combined. North Texas 3 straight, UTA 4 straight. It's Ali Gomez with it, bounces this one to Jackson. Jackson looking, Jackson pumping, Jackson foul called away from the ball. It's going to be on UTA. It's on Cameron Hawkins as she gets called for her first, 3rd team foul against UTA. It'll be baseline inbound here. He whistles, and another foul called away from the ball here off the inbound. This one's going to be on UTA. It's on Taryn Milton. She picks up her 2nd, and quickly that's 14 fouls now for the Mavericks. Jackson looking for somebody to inbound it to. Goes up to Maddie Townley up top, who finds Randy Thompson. Thompson high pass over to Jalen Mallard. Now to Townley, jumper from the elbow. In and out, no good. And coming away with the rebound is Milton. That breaks a string of 7 straight makes between both of these clubs. It is Milton. Milton trying to drive inside. Can't get free on Thompson. Shot hits the front end of the iron, but an automatic rebound from Jacobs, and then missed it from point-blank range. And coming down with the rebound was Jazzion Jackson. Jackson with it up the middle. Jackson through defenders, couldn't get it to go, but saving it is Gomez, barely off the offensive rebound. Slings it up to Thompson. Thompson from NBA distance knocks it down. Randy Thompson from way deep. 48-45, her first points in nearly 2 years, as Thompson missed all of last season due to an injury and is playing in her first game back today. Jacobs now to Halverson. Halverson gets a pass down low to Jacobs. Jacobs shot up, good. 48-47. UTA 5 of their last 7 from the floor here. It's Ali Gomez with it over to Randy Thompson. Thompson bounces it down low to Jalen Mallard. Mallard turning on Halverson, able to draw a foul. This one's going to be on Halverson, her 2nd personal, and that's the 5th team foul against the Mavericks, and that will put the Mean Green into the bonus for the remainder of this quarter, still with 1:38 to play.
UNT definitely watched their film heading into this game. You knew that Star Jacobs and Taryn Milton were going to be the main 2, and they really have been. They've been the ones touching the basketball, and good assists here and there and putting up those points. But Daisha Benjamin, she's the one that's coming in and leading the team at the moment. So UNT really trying to get the ball out of those 2 hands and kind of roll the dice here with the other UTA Mavericks.
Mallard makes the first of 2 free throws. That's her only points today, or off the charity stripe. She's 2 of 3. 2nd attempt is good, and the free throws landing today for North Texas. They're 6 of 7, 86%. It is Farrell back the other way with it, finds Benjamin, then we get whistles and a foul. This is going to be on Randy Thompson, her first personal. 3rd team foul called against the Mean Green. Quick inbound here to Halverson, puts up a contested jumper and gets it to land. 50-49 is the score.
That was just a good inbounds pass over the overstretched hand of Gomez.
Jackson to Townley. Townley all the way across to Gomez in the corner. She'll work her way up towards the wing, now to the point, and finds this bit of a seam, but then lost control of it to Halverson, and now UTA back the other way. They've got some numbers. It is Hawkins with it. She'll go up top to Halverson, who turns to Benjamin. Benjamin up top to Farrell again. Farrell, 10 to shoot. Farrell Looking all the way up top. Overshot Benjamin, and this is going to go all the way back and out of bounds, and we'll go back to the mean green. 38.1 still on the clock here in the third quarter. UTA makes a sub. Claire Chastain checking back in as Benjamin comes out.
And despite the 2 runs both these teams made, it's still, as it was at halftime, a 1-point Mean Green lead.
Final 30 seconds here of this third quarter. Randy Thompson with it, going to put up a contested 3. That one's off the mark, no good, and Farrell comes down with the rebound. Gets this one up to Hawkins. Hawkins now with it here for UTA, slowing things down, being guarded by Gomez. She'll find Farrell. 17 seconds to play here. Shot clock is off. Farrell almost losing it. Jackson tried to steal it. Farrell able to pick it up, though. Now Farrell driving through. Kicks this one outside to an open Chastain, who puts up the 3 ball. That one no good. A big scramble for the rebound, and a foul called on UTA.
It's going to go on Jordan Turner down low.
Her second personal. And that will put the Mean Green at the line since they're in the bonus. With 4.8 seconds to play.
Which could be a big turnaround as you head into the fourth quarter here in about 5 seconds. You go by 3 now, especially with a foul-driven quarter as the Mavericks have had. UNT has had a very good, calm day when it comes to fouling as well. As mentioned before, when you give up nearly 14 free throws a game, that has not been the case today, and that's a good sign.
Townley makes the first free throw, just a 43% free throw shooter, but she makes both here. 52-49, clock down to 2, down to 1. Home run pass, Chastain traveled with 0.3 seconds left on the clock, and it'll just be an academic inbound here for the Mean Green.
Yeah, high pass by Farrell going down low, and had a 2-step its way, and Chastain drags the foot.
So that's the end of the third quarter. Mean Green in front by 3, 52-49. You're listening to Mean Green basketball from Learfield.
UT Arlington finally playing away from home for the first time this season after the 3-game homestand. Today's game starts a 3-game road trip for the Mavericks, so you think maybe in that first half, maybe get a little jitters out of the system after leaving home, and they've definitely started to catch fire, as did the Mean Green to start off the second half, so we'll see if that continues as we head into the final frame.
It will be North Texas ball here to start off this quarter. It'll be Ali Gomez with it. North Texas trying to hang on here to a 3-point lead as the fourth and final frame gets underway. Noble waiting for the skies to clear. Jumper knocks it down. Quincy Noble. She's got 16 in this contest. 54-49, up to a 5-point lead for North Texas. Milton with it here for UTA. Finds Benjamin at the point. Goes in the wing for Chastain, who drives now baseline. Shot up. no good, but draws a foul.
And plenty of offensive fouls called today. This time it'll be a blocking foul.
It's going to be on Quincy Noble, her third. That'll send Claire Chastain to the free throw line, a 68% free throw shooter, knocks down the first. Chastain with 8, make it 9 points in this contest. 9:29 to play here in the quarter, 54-51 as it's back down to a 3-point Mean Green advantage. Jackson over to Noble, finds Amber Dixon. Dixon dribbles once and then gets it to Jackson. Jackson trying to drive inside, can't get around Benjamin, finds just enough space but had a little too much on the shot. It was no good, and Benjamin gets the rebound defensively for UTA, and here comes Milton with it, gets it to Chastain. Chastain looking, pivoting, Farrell down low to Chastain. Chastain trying to get around, Dixon shot up no good but draws the foul on Amber Dixon. Her second personal, second team foul on the Mean Green. That'll send Claire Chastain to the free throw line to attempt 2 more. First attempt is good.
Chastain with plenty of shooting woes to start the game. Plenty of three-pointers hoisted up as well as getting inside. Now she has her bread and butter. Just get down inside, commit the contact, get the foul, shoot some free throws, and right now gives the Mavericks back to a 1-point lead edge.
54-53 now is the score. 8:52 and counting here to go. Allie Gomez gets it to Amber Dixon. Dixon dribbles it once, then gets it off to Quincy Noble. Puts up a 3 that's blocked by Farrell, who comes away with the loose ball. Then gets this one to Chastain, who slings it in front to Jacobs, who lays it up and in, and the Mavericks have the lead, 55-54. Mean Green back the other way with it. Jackson trying to drive inside, couldn't create any space. Gomez faked a pass, now drives inside. Allie Gomez working back out here. UTA in front by 1. Gomez going to drive all the way through. Shot up and got it to go for Allie Gomez. She's got 13 now in this game. Milton with it back the other way here for UTA, trying to get around Jackson. Lost control of it, and this one is going to go out of bounds. And it will be Mean Green ball. Be Amber Dixon with the inbound to Jazion Jackson.
Who can make the fewer mistakes here in the final stretch? He had a turnover just a few moments ago from UNT, and then just now stepping out of bounds for UT Arlington.
Jackson to Dixon. Dixon trying to drive inside. Dixon, difficult shot, partially blocked that time by Farrell, who comes down with it and now runs up the floor the other way. Katie Farrell. Back over to Benjamin. Benjamin puts up the 3 ball and knocks it down. Mavericks take a 2-point lead, 58-56 with 7:28 to play here in the fourth quarter.
With that 3, Deja Benjamin now has tied her career high in points with 16.
Gomez over to Quincy Noble. Noble trying to drive inside. Noble shot up, no good, but draws the foul.
Attacking right at Benjamin, and Noble looks to continue her perfect free throw streak.
Fouls on Benjamin, her second personal. First team foul called against the Mavericks. And again, Quincy Noble, a perfect 9 for 9 this year from the free throw line. First one's good. Second attempt, no good. It's the first free throw that Quincy Noble's missed all year. Now back the other way. It's a 1-point advantage for UTA. Chastain dribbling, finds Jacobs. Jacobs working around Maddie Townley, turns and fires, no good, but Farrell cleans it up and knocks it down. 62-57 as we roll under 7 minutes to play here in the ball game. Jazion Jackson with it. Working around, finds Allie Gomez. Gomez trying to drive through, looking, can't find anybody. Gomez working around Farrell, goes all the way back up top to Noble. Quincy Noble with it driving down low. Noble shot no good, but draws the foul again.
You have Claire Chastain for the Mavericks, and now Quincy Noble. Just if you can't hit it from downtown, since you put up those shots early on, drive inside, get to the free throw line. Both are very consistent free throw shooters, and that's the type of mindset these two girls have had here in the fourth quarter. And Quincy Noble now with the chance to bring it back to a 1-point game.
And misses the first.
It's now back-to-back misses for Quincy.
After starting the season 10 of 10. Second attempt for Noble, that one's good. Makes it a 2-point game, 60-58. 6.5 minutes to play here. It's Farrell getting this one up to Milton. Milton with it, trying to work around Jackson, goes back to Benjamin. Benjamin driving inside, stops, puts up a little floater and knocks it down.
It's a new career high now for Benjamin. She sits now at 18 and leads the game today with those 18.
4-point advantage now for UTA. It is Jackson with it. Jackson working around defenders. Jackson dribbling down low. Jackson just spinning, turning, firing, no good. And a scramble for the rebound. Jacobs comes down with it for UTA, and she'll get it off to Milton.
Jacobs just taller on that one. Picks it right before she could get it.
Finds Farrell. Farrell turning. Fadeaway jumper. Too much on it, but Chastain with an offensive rebound. Chastain on the putback. Too much on it there. And Townley comes away with the board defensively for the Mean Green. She'll get this one to Jackson, who now brings it up the floor. Jackson faking. Jackson driving inside. Jackson shot up. Got it, in the foul for Jazzion Jackson. Foul is on Milton, her third. That's the third team foul called this quarter against the Mavericks, and that'll put Jazzion Jackson onto the free throw line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Jackson now with 12, looks to cut the deficit to 1. There's another good drive down low for the Mean Green.
Free throw is good for Jazzion Jackson, completes the 3-point play. She's got 13. And now Trina Mims going to check into the contest as Jackson comes out.
Be Mims' first time entering today's game.
5.5 minutes to play, 1-point ball game. Mavericks in front, 62-61. Katie Farrell with it, being guarded by Mims. Gets it back to Benjamin. He's being guarded by Townley, and turn to Chastain now. Chastain to Farrell. Farrell trying to get around Mims. High pass to Jacobs. Jacobs shot, got it. 3-point advantage again for UTA, 64-61.
Jacobs starting to become a little more of a factor now, a little more elusive down low. She adds on 2 more.
Gomez to Townley. Townley trying to drive inside, bounces this one to Mallard. Mallard, jumper, got it. 1-point game again, 64-63 as we roll under 5 minutes to play here in the quarter.
It's Mallard's first bucket after hitting 3 free throws.
Farrell around defenders. Farrell turns back to Benjamin, who puts up another 3-ball. That one's no good, and Quincy Noble comes down with the board.
Rare miss from Benjamin today.
Noble.
See if UNT can do something with it.
Noble to Gomez, fake to 3, now drops back again. It's it to Townley, who lost control of it, and it's going to be taken away, and here comes a fast break for Jacobs. Jacobs lays it up, no good, but a foul called on Ali Gomez.
Another turnover for the Mean Green. Jacobs back now to the free throw line, where she struggled for most of the year.
Those free throws will happen after we take this break. 4:24 to play in the fourth quarter, 64-63. Mavericks in front of the Mean Green. This is Mean Green basketball from Learfield.
at the moment, but two big ones here as the Mavericks do hold just the 1 point edge, just over 4:20 to play in the game.
Jacobs, again, 1 of 3 today from the free throw line, taking 2 here, and her first one is good. Makes it a 2-point game at 65-63. Second attempt, good. Took an awkward hop to make its way in, but it did land. And it makes it a 3-point game, 66-63. Trina Mims with it here.
Fresh legs with Mims on the floor.
It's to Gomez. Gomez down low to Townley. Townley dribbling once, looking, finds, well, tried to find Mims, had it deflect right back to her. Instead, she'll get it to Gomez. Gomez, Noble to tie it, short. Rebound taken here by Chastain, and here comes UTA back up the floor with it. Hands this one off to Milton. Milton to Benjamin. Benjamin directing traffic. This is one over to Milton, or excuse me, Chastain. Chastain now with it, driving inside. Chastain, difficult shot, too much on it. Noble comes away with the rebound. Quincy Noble now with 6 boards in this contest to go with her 16 points. It's Noble driving to Townley, who lost control of it, had to pick it up for a second there. And now turning back the other way, Maddie Townley with it, just going to attack the glass, no good, but draws the foul.
Once again, I think that's the style of play that you're going to see for the Mean Green. I mean, you did see Quincy Noble try to take that 3, but more of that just attacking the basket type of basketball. You know that UTA is going to foul. They have plenty of fouls throughout the entirety of this game. Get to the free throw line. You know you can hit them, and I think you just got to play that style of ball and worry about your defense back on the other end.
It'll be Maddie Townley here from the free throw line. Again, only a 44% free throw shooter coming into the game, but she's a perfect 2 for 2 in this contest and misses the first here. Still 66-63. Second attempt, good for Maddie Townley. He's got 9 points in this contest, as now it's a 2-point game, 66-64 with 3:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's Milton with it. Milton trying to get around Jackson. Milton in trouble. Milton looking, finds an open Hawkins, and then we get whistles and a timeout will be taken here by UTA. Going to be just a 30-second timeout. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here.
Good defense by the Mean Green, forcing that timeout. Gomez, we've seen a lot of her defense throughout today. I mean, especially in that second quarter, a couple of big steals on multiple possessions in a row. Either tipping the ball out of bounds or even a steal for a fast break. Gomez flying all over the place and was there right on Star Jacobs for that timeout call.
Still 15 on the clock, and I think someone else may have taken a timeout. So both teams broke their huddles, then went back to the bench. I think North Texas took a full timeout.
Looks like Katie Farrell's going to check back in for the Mavericks when we do return back to play. You just got to feel that UNT is going to have to take or have to make or will make a big three-point bucket or a huge bucket here down the stretch. It's just setting up so nicely as we hit a 2-point game. Noble had a big shot there on the right wing just moments ago. You just think that Gomez is going to hit it. I mean, we haven't seen some of these three-point shooters really hit in a few moments now since really the early of the first quarter where Noble was hot as well as Gomez. So you feel like you lean on your star players and those sharpshooters as we head into the final moments.
Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is the Mean Green Sports Network. (66-64) is your score. UTA in front, 3:06 to play in the ball game. It'll be UTA ball out of the timeout. There's the inbound. It is Milton with it. Milton being guarded by Jackson, looking, kicks this one to Chastain. Down low now to Jacobs, dribbles once, outside to Chastain from three-point range, airballed it, and this one's gonna go almost out of bounds. Who did it hit last? This is gonna be controversial. They're gonna say shot clock violation. The officials say, one official says shot clock violation. Yep, shot clock violation is the call, so a big break there for the Mean Green, as I think that hit them last going out. But the shot clock went off before it went out of bounds, though.
Yeah, it was a mixture of hot potato there at the very end. See who touched it last before it rolled out of bounds, but nonetheless, 24-second clock will bail the Mean Green out for now.
66-64, Mean Green trail by 2. Here's Gomez from three-point range. That one's no good. Rebound, though, from Noble. Her shot on the putback wouldn't go, and Chastain gets the rebound defensively for UTA. Here's a home run pass over to Jacobs. Jacobs with it spinning. Jacobs shot. Offensive foul called on star Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs went with a spin move into the interior, leading with her right elbow, went right into the Mean Green. He can't do that, and that's a crucial turnover for the Mavericks down here in the final moments.
2:24 and counting here to go. North Texas has not hit a field goal in 2.5 minutes. UTA has not hit a field goal in 3 minutes. Both offenses have suddenly gone cold here. It's back to Quincy Noble. Down by 2 are the Mean Green. Noble to Jackson. Jackson driving inside, spinning. Up top to Noble. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Instead drives inside. Layup, got it. 66-66.
Big moment from a big player in Quincy Noble.
She's got 18 in this contest. It's now Milton back the other way here for UTA. Milton trying to work around Jackson. Can't find any space. Gets this one to Farrell. Down low to Jacobs. Spinning on Mallard. Awkward shot off the high glass. No good. And coming down with the rebound is Maddie Townley. She'll get this one to Jazzy on Jackson. 90 seconds left here to play in this ball game. As now Jackson with it and slowing down the offense. UTA just one of their last 7, 0 of their last 4, and we get an offensive foul call the other way on Jalen Mallard. That's her second personal, 4th team foul, and that'll give it back to UTA with 1:24 to play here in this game.
Yeah, Mallard just looking for it down low and just bulldozed her way down to right underneath the basket, right in front of the referee.
Milton with it. High pass to Farrell. Gets it to Benjamin. Benjamin on the wing. She'll work her way towards the point. Hands this one off now to Chastain. 7 to shoot. Outside to Farrell. 5 to shoot. Down to 4. Down to 3. Jacobs hit 2 at 1. Shot up, no good. Gomez gets the rebound with 52 seconds left to play. We are still tied at 66.
As I was mentioned, she's going to come down to a big moment. Don't be surprised if Noble or Gomez takes the shot here.
Gomez driving inside. Gomez through traffic. Got it! Allie Gomez! A difficult shot, up and good. She's got 13, and the Mean Green have a 2-point lead with 36 seconds left to play. It's now Milton back up the floor with it for UTA. And a timeout's going to be taken by the Mavericks.
Now the crowd finally congratulating what an effort the Mean Green are putting on here in the final moments.
UTA has not scored in their last 4 minutes of action.
Big bucket there by Gomez, using the screen to her right, getting around the block, and a nice scoop layup right off the glass. Now you gotta really rely on your defense here not to commit a crucial foul, as you are only up by 2.
Let's see what both teams elect to draw up. (68-66), 31.3 seconds left to play. Again, coming up on the Texas Health Presbyterian postgame show, we'll have our Adams Exterminating locker room visit with the head coach of the Mean Green, Jaylee Mitchell, and if North Texas can hang on to win, our Raising Cane's player of the game as well. UTA only has 1 timeout left. Both teams break their huddles. It'll be UTA ball here, 31 left on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock. North Texas trying to improve to 3-1. So is UTA. Again, 68-66 is your score.
Key matchup down low is Star Jacobs on Jalen Mallard. That'll be the big one down low, as Jacobs has been elusive down in the paint.
There we go. It is Benjamin with it, gets it to Farrell. Farrell being guarded by Noble. Katie Farrell with it, 10 seconds. Farrell calls a timeout. Strong defense from the Mean Green on this possession.
Yeah, exactly how you drew it up.
And that is the final timeout for UTA.
Farrell taking a smart timeout there, because she could have gone down low. Instead, she was wrapped up. UNT defense smothering any sort of offense the Mavericks could put up. And wisely, Farrell, the senior, calls the smart timeout.
Let's see if North Texas wants to take any timeouts here. Looks like they're going to go to the video board for something.
One thing that we mentioned early on in the game, or early on the second half rather, is not giving up the perimeter though when it comes to shooting, because as we saw early on the third quarter, they can get hot from three, and you feel like this would be a big moment for big players to take that big shot. However, you once again do not want to allow in that easy lay-in. So we'll see exactly what the Mavericks kind of draw up here, if they go exactly for the win or try and play for overtime.
I think they're just double checking how much time is left on the clock here, making sure that everything's good from that perspective. See if they're going to add any time to the clock here.
Right now it sits at 16 even with 8 on the shot clock.
Let's see if they adjust the clock at all. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to leave it as it is. 16 even with 8 on the shot clock. It'll be Chastain on the inbound, being guarded by Quincy Noble.
This will be a big moment here for this defense to really get their rebounds, like Jaylee mentioned early on.
68-66, final 15 seconds. Here we go. UTA with it. Pass down low to Jacobs. Jacobs turning shot. Got it right as the shot clock went off. Or are they going to say shot clock violation? Or are they going to check? They're going to send both teams to their benches, and they're going to review this. Mean Green said it should have been a shot clock violation. UTA thinks they've tied it, and they're going to check it out in Toronto.
This is a huge call here, especially UNT obviously up 2. UT Arlington will most likely foul on the inbounds if it stays a 2-point game.
And here we go. Well, officials still discussing.
It was close. The Star Jacobs got around the defender down low.
This game might come down to this call. There's still 7.8 on the game clock.
Jacobs got it down low with just about 2 seconds.
And they are going to count it. Confirmed on review. And the basket counts. So 68-68 with 7.8 seconds left.
Well, once again, as we saw just moments prior, you had Ali Gomez going down low, putting the go-ahead bucket. Do not be surprised if it goes back to Noble or Gomez here for the end. Obviously, I think you're looking for something down low. It's an area that both sides have been able to penetrate several times throughout this game, just unable to finish. We'll see who has the ice in their veins for the final 7.9.
So a chance to win it or going to OT. North Texas has the ball. And North Texas has timeouts too, so they can talk this over if they don't like what the inbound situation ends up becoming. So here we go. It'll be Jazzion Jackson with the inbound. She gets it to Ali Gomez. 7 seconds left. Down to 6. Gomez with it. Over to Jackson. Jackson with it. Outside to Noble. Shot up, but an offensive foul called as Noble makes the shot on Jackson with 2.3 seconds left. Jackson's third of the game, the 15th foul. And with 2.3 seconds, there's a heave. Home run. Got it. One to shoot. But did she travel? No. Traveling call on UTA.
What a sequence of events. The Mean Green get beat deep. And in the midst of the pass was a little too far. If she goes up to shoot it, she's behind the basket, so tries to stop and called for the travel.
Katie Farrell is hot. The coaching staff is hot.
Two huge turnovers from an offensive foul for the Mean Green on a made three-pointer to a travel on a made layup with all under 5 seconds.
There's still 1 second left on the clock here. What a game this has become. UTA thought they had the game won, but a travel call on the Mavericks will give it back to the Mean Green with 1 second left. 68-68 is still the score. And so maybe one last chance for an inbound and a shot for North Texas to try and win it again.
Inbounding close to their basket.
It's in the front court. It'll be Maddie Townley on the inbound. Just a second left. So this is inbound and shoot if you're North Texas.
Watch for Noble Hergomez here. They're right now underneath the basket.
There we go. Townley looking. Townley looking down low. Jackson got it. Turns. Runs out of time. And we're going to an extra frame here at the Super Pit. We will keep it right here. Overtime coming up.
What a sequence of events for that final 10 seconds. My goodness. Kick out three in the corner for Quincy Noble. She nails it, but there was an offensive foul down low. Immediately the inbounds with 3 seconds to play. UNT beat deep in the backcourt. And underneath, Taryn Milton makes the lay-in, but was called for the travel. And the Mean Green unable to put up a shot with 1 second left before time expires. And now we head to UNT's first overtime period, while Arlington, they're fresh off of an overtime win against Houston.
Digging back through the books, UT Arlington has won 8 straight overtime games. North Texas playing an OT for the first time in a while, 68-68 again. Every team gets an extra timeout. 5 minutes are on the clock.
Taryn Milton, who started to become a huge factor here in the waning moments. Taryn Milton also called for that travel. She scored 5 in the overtime period, and that was more than enough to beat Houston just the other night. And now they'll have to do it again as the Mean Green look to win their final home game before a road trip. What a back and forth game this has been since the tip. Any sort of run that UNT has provided, Mavericks come right back with an equivalent of their own. Both teams matching punch for punch as we'll have an extended 5 minutes of this. And I couldn't want anything more pending how it's gone the final moments.
Both teams lining up for the tip-off. It'll be Jalen Mallard against Star Jacobs. There's the tip-up. It's going to be won by UTA, and overtime officially underway here from the Super Pit. It is Milton. Milton slowing things down. High pass over now to Benjamin. Benjamin trying to drive inside, spinning on Gomez, turning, firing, shot no good, but draws the foul.
It's going to be on Mallard.
It's Mallard's third personal. Both teams in the bonus, so it'll be free throws the rest of the way. That'll put Daisha Benjamin onto the free throw line. Perfect 4 for 4 on the season coming into this game. Her first attempt here is good. And UTA takes the lead 69-68. Second attempt also good. Maddie Townley with the inbound to Jazzion Jackson, and she'll bring it up the floor here. Jackson dribbling, Jackson over to Townley. Townley with it driving inside, goes baseline, slings this one out to Gomez. Gomez in the corner, now working her way over to the point. Gets this one to Jackson. Jackson driving inside. Step back, jumper from the free throw line. In and out, no good. And the rebound taken here by Milton.
Great crossover there by Jackson at the free throw line. They made for some space, is unable to hit.
Farrell now with it here for UTA. Katie Farrell over to Chastain. Chastain dribbling, lost it, but regains possession. Instead goes back up top now to Farrell, who resets it. 4 minutes to play here in OT. Outside to Chastain. Chastain driving inside. Shot up, no good. A scramble for the rebound claimed by Mallard. Mallard gets this one off to Quincy Noble. Back the other way come the Mean Green. Noble to Gomez. Fake to three, didn't take it. Instead goes up to Noble again on the wing. Quincy Noble with it driving inside. Puts up the jumper. That one off the mark, but Mallard gets the rebound. Puts the shot back up and gets it to land. And we're knotted up at 70. Chastain with it now here for UTA. Gets this one to Milton. Milton with it to Farrell. Down low to Jacobs. Jacobs got loose and got the score.
And Jacobs and Mallard are just going back and forth when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, able to take each other down low in the paint and score.
72-70, UTA in front. It's now Gomez puts up a long two. That one off the mark, and a big scramble for the rebound. Gomez comes up with it, and we get whistles and a foul call here on UTA.
It's going to be on Chastain. She was knocked to the floor. Gomez got the rebound and tripped up. Gomez.
Chastain's fourth.
Yep.
And that'll put Gomez onto the free throw line.
Chance to tie the game once again.
First free throw attempt is good for Ali Gomez, and she's got 15.
Now 8 of 9 so far in the year from the stripe.
Second attempt for Gomez is good, and we're knotted up again at 72. 3:05 to play here in overtime. It is Milton with it here for UTA, being guarded by Jackson. Milton back over to Farrell. Farrell dribbling it once, trying to spin around on Townley. They get it to Benjamin, who goes baseline, and Benjamin almost lost it. It hit Gomez before it went out. So it'll stay with UTA with 12 on the shot clock, 2:49 on the overtime clock.
Yeah, Benjamin playing too loosely, going down low, and Gomez swats it away.
There's the high inbound to Jacobs at the point. Jacobs with it, lost control of it, stolen away that time by Jackson, and Jackson going right up the middle of the defense. Jackson lays it up and lays it in.
The speed from coast to coast from Jackson, and the left-hand layup's good.
Mean Green take the lead, 74-72, 2.5 minutes left to play. Farrell now with it, trying to slow things down. Farrell working around defenders into the corner for Chastain, finds Jacobs. Jacobs with it down low, finds Farrell, works it to Benjamin. Benjamin faking a three, now driving inside. Benjamin slowed down and passed it right to Quincy Noble, who got it to Maddie Townley. And now North Texas is going to slow things down here with 2:07 to play here in overtime. They lead by 2, 74-72. It's Ali Gomez with it. Gomez, Noble, fake to three. Now slows it down and backs up again. Quincy Noble driving down low. Noble spinning, lost it, regains possession though, gets it to Maddie Townley. Townley driving inside. Townley kicks this one out to Noble. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Gomez from the corner, no good. Hit the rim, and an offensive rebound though by Maddie Townley. Townley in trouble, and a timeout taken by the Mean Green.
Huge rebound though by Townley. Right place, right time once again off of the short miss from Gomez, but a nice methodical possession. Not only eating clock, but good ball movement. And now with about as you mentioned, minute 37 to play. Mean Green playing with that 2-point lead. Boy, a basket here, just anything to make it a 2-possession game. When was the last time we had more than a 1-possession game in this one? I mean, it's been so down to the wire for it seems like the entire fourth quarter at least.
74-72. North Texas, we're talking about rebounds, dominating the rebounding battle, 45-31. That's something they've had big success in this season, is winning that rebounding battle. They even won it in last week's loss to Missouri State. And they lead here by 2. It's a They're calling this a media timeout. We'll keep it here anyway, though.
Yeah, Daisha Benjamin and Star Jacobs are the two leaders when it comes to the Mavericks in scoring. 20 for Benjamin, 19 for Star Jacobs. Quincy Noble with 18 and Ali Gomez with 17. Using your star players to advantage. Your leaders coming up big in big moments, whether it be defensively, which we saw, or even hitting big shots. Wouldn't be surprised we'll need another one here in the final 97.
UT Arlington breaks their huddle. Mean Green still using the last 15 of this timeout to talk things over.
We mentioned before the broadcast that it seems like every time that these two teams play each other, it's at least a very, very close game. And boy, this game just seems like the pinnacle of that statement, as right now UT Arlington leads that series right now 23-22. I mean, it's amazing if the Mean Green are able to pull it off and what they had to do in order to pull it off and tie this series up.
There we go. Quincy Noble with the inbound finds an open Jazzion Jackson. Clock moves down from 90 seconds. It's Jackson with it, working all the way around to the far wing. Jazzion to Noble, 8 to shoot. Quincy Noble with it, moving around. Jackson going to get to it. Jackson, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Jackson, little jumper shot up, no good, and a shot clock violation called on the Mean Green as it didn't find the rim.
Arlington flexing their defensiveness on that possession. See if UNT can do the same.
1:15 and counting here to play. North Texas up by 2, and it's UT Arlington with the basketball. It's Benjamin with it. Benjamin looking, finds Chastain. Chastain dribbling, attacking down low. Chastain shot, no good, too much on it, but gets her own rebound, puts it back and gets it to land, and we're tied again at 74 with 59 seconds to play.
Chastain has made her presence down low for the remainder of the second half, and that's trickled into the overtime period.
Jackson with it. Jazzion Jackson looking, pass over to Ali Gomez. Gomez goes baseline. Gomez creating space outside to Quincy Noble, who barely hung on to that pass. Noble goes baseline now, looking, shot up, no good. Rebound taken that time by UTA. 33 seconds left to play, and they can basically take the last shot if they so choose, and it's going to be a timeout by UT Arlington with 28.9 seconds left.
Yeah, if they do waste all of it, you have 5 seconds to play with for UNT if you get the rebound.
North Texas has not scored in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. This is the last timeout that UTA has. It's a 30-second timeout. North Texas still has 1 timeout remaining. As the Mavericks try and draw up a play here to take the lead with 28.9 to play.
I wonder what the odds are that UT Arlington is willing to take a 3 here. We've yet to even see a 3-point attempt from either team. And yet we've seen a barrage of 3-point attempts put up throughout the entirety of the game. But boy, since this overtime period is happening, if it's working down low, continue that. So expect it down low as Mallard and Townley down low to start the possession here. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes their way.
Here's the inbound. And we roll from 24 seconds, and UTA is going to be content to let the clock drain as down low as they can. There's about a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Milton with it. Milton being guarded by Jackson. They set the pick on her. Milton in the corner. Farrell faked a 3, instead drives inside, puts up the floater. Too much on it, but a rebound by Jacobs. Still no good. A fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds off of the Mean Green with 4.3 seconds left to play.
They're going to review it, it looks like, but it certainly did look like it went off the Mean Green. And right now, since they're taking the look at it, I'd say go ahead and mark up a defensive play here as 4.3 remain. 2 point blank shots from Farrell, and I believe it was Star Jacobs down low. 2 point blank shots, 2 misses. UNT unable to get the rebound as it trickled out of bounds, but we may be facing the second OT.
Katie Farrell motioning as she came off the floor, says it was off of her when it went out. That's what they're looking at here. We'll see what the call is.
You have Jalen Mallard that was in it. As well as, I believe, Madison Townley. So you have 3 very tall players going up for this rebound, and
it'll be UTA ball. And
it will be UTA. Yep.
Farrell looks a little shocked there, coming out of that timeout. So
well, they had the camera angle right underneath the basket, able to see it. It's a good call. So now you have a crucial 4.3-second defensive play here.
Here we go. This could be your ball game. It is Farrell with it on the inbound. Farrell looking. Farrell trying to find somebody. Farrell inbounds this one to Milton. Milton looking. Milton running out of time. Gets it to Chastain. Shot, but a foul called right at the buzzer, and it'll be free throws for UTA with no time left as Quincy Noble gets called for the foul. Officials talking it over.
Will this be another reviewable play here?
I think it will go to review.
Yep. To see if the foul occurred before the buzzer. Once again, seems like it was simultaneous. Chastain, 87.5% free throw shooter on the year. She has 4 made free throws today. So you gave her 2 chances at the line here with a tie ball game. This could be another very crucial call. And if it is a foul, how much time are you putting on the clock? With it being as bang as it was.
Oh man, that is very close. Just looking at the small monitor from a few rows down from our broadcast position, this is going to be
It depends
very
when they
close.
call the whistle, though. Like, the shot is up in the air with half a second remaining, but when did they call the whistle? That's
what it's going to come down to.
But as mentioned before, Chastain goes from an outside shooter to really just pinning her ears back and going down low and forcing the foul and getting to the free throw line in the second half, and could very well have 2 more here at the ending moments of the first overtime.
So looking at the monitor here, and we'll see what the call is. Both officials come away from the monitor. They'll now discuss things.
Thank goodness for replay. Several of these last moments have been decided by replay.
Now they're going to tell the coaching staffs. UTA appears to be happy.
Like
0.7 left on the clock, and they're going to shoot free throws.
Chastain, a senior, looking to really step up big here for the Mavericks.
88% free throw shooter. First attempt to take the lead, no good. And it's going to come down to this free throw. 74-74.
Star Jacobs trying to calm her down. Final free throw.
Got it. And a timeout taken by the Mean Green. UTA leads 75-74 with 0.7 of a second to go.
She comes into the huddle. You can tell she said her heart is pounding. The size of the moment was huge. And now, 0.7 remaining. Jaylee Mitchell looks to get something drawn up for a very quick shot. You had a 1-second shot earlier. You weren't able to get the ball up. You got to be quick. Catch and shoot. Once again, I wouldn't be surprised if it's some of your better 3-point shooters in Gomez or Noble, where you know they can put it up quick. Or do you try going inside and force another foul?
You got 0.7 of a second to do something. It's not a lot of time. And here we go. It'll be an inbound for Maddie Townley with 7/10 of a second left. Can North Texas pull off a miracle?
Gomez the furthest away from Townley.
Townley looking. Townley trying to find somebody. Townley inbounds it, tipped away, and that's going to be it. UTA hangs on to win a nail-biter 75-74 in overtime. The Mavericks improved to 3-1, and North Texas drops to 2-2. Texas Health Presbyterian postgame show is up next. This is Mean Green Basketball from Learfield.